Hello, welcome to my latest video. Just going to paint on this burnt sienna underpainting. And there's my palette, my trusty metal tin. And size of this is about 16 by 12 inches. I'm going to be using acrylics. And start waving my hairy stick about, see what happens. So there's a bit of a hair on it there. So I'll just form a bit of a horizon. First of all, hope you're all keeping well. Happy Tuesday the 2nd of November 2021. And yeah, the clocks have gone back, which I didn't know about. I didn't realise the clocks had gone until I got up on Sunday morning. Because everything does it automatically now. You know, we don't have clocks on the wall, any of that Stone Age stuff. It's all computers and bloody tablets and phones and stuff that does it automatically. And it wasn't till I got in the car on Sunday morning and I saw the time was an hour off. I thought, oh, clocks must have gone. Normally keep tabs on the goings on, you know, the clocks advancing and so on. But I haven't watched any telly in ages. I can't be bothered with telly. Much rather paint. Although I do binge watch plenty of documentaries and stuff. I'm all about the documentaries. Looking good so far. Only, what, 2.5 minutes in, and we're almost the painting. It's not a very good one, but it's a start. Soon be bonfire night. Yeah, you know, I do like this time of year. As I've done. I haven't been to a bonfire in ages. Yeah, I like, you know, bonfire toffee and all that sort of thing. Gonna have to get some bonfire toffee this year. Do like it. No good for my teeth. My teeth have had it, but I do like it. Especially popper bonfire toffee, you know, the homemade stuff that your mum used to make. Mum was always making stuff for, you know, the little village we lived in. You know, she'd make cakes for various stalls and things during the summer fair and what have you. And Harvest Festival, she always made. It's like a great big, I suppose, wheat sheaf thing made out of dough, and have a little dough mouse on it, all be glazed, and you know you couldn't eat it. And that was the kind of focal point thing. It'll end up in the church during Harvest Festival. So she was always doing stuff. All part of the village spirit. Yeah, me and my brother, we were raised as Catholics, which basically means being dragged into church every Sunday. All my mates are out playing, we'll be at church. But my mum used to bribe us with a sweet shop after. Yeah, listening to Father, whoever it was, droning on. I suppose it's probably why I'm not religious at all now. That's probably why, it's hardly inspiring. And it was a very nice priest, but yeah, I don't think, listening to the same sermon every single Sunday helped. Wasn't a good advertisement for Catholicism. Yeah, I believe in something. I don't know what it is, though. That's the trouble. There's got to be something going on that we don't understand. Just don't know what it is yet. I found out. It's nice how this burnt sienna that's still a little bit damp. It's quite dry to touch, but it's mainly wet around the edges, and the brush has picked some of it up, and it's launched itself into the sky, making that quite a nice orangey red colour. Quite pleased with that. Yeah, there were one time we went to church on a Sunday or whatever to do bloody mass or whatever it was. And it was at me Auntie Shirley's in Hanforth at the church there. And what they do, I don't know if if you're Catholic, you know exactly what I mean. But before the communion, someone would ring a set of bells, and it had a handle on the top, all made of brass or whatever, and it had about, I don't know, 6 bells or whatever in a circle, and you hold the handle and you swing it, and the bells ring to announce communion. And so this bloke would ring the bells and then ding 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 ding, And for some reason I don't know what it is. And then you all file up to get, your bread, and if you're adults, you could have your wine or whatever it was. And I was too young to have the wine, but I always liked the bread. It took the edge off the raging hunger after sitting for 2 hours listening to a bloody mass. So yeah, these bells went and we all queued up, and you all kneel in front of in front of the altar, rest your elbows on a wooden um, shelf, with your hands held out to receive communion and all that nonsense. Excuse me if you are religious, if my one viewer is religious. But yeah, all the communion nonsense that you get. And in the meantime, my mum was there saying thanks be to God and whatever happens, and the priest hands you the bread and stuff. And while she were doing that, I spied these bells not far away from me, and that was at class. The handle gave him a good old ring. God, my mum went absolutely flaming bananas at me. God. Yeah, I wanted to go, I guess. Yeah, she often reminds me about that funny story. And there was this other occasion. I was at my grandparents in West Kirby. And you go out to West Kirby, I don't know if you know it, but you go towards Hoylake, and there's a great big church on the right, just as you go outside West Kirby. And it's made of red brick. It's very striking, actually. And we used to spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and all that, and Boxing Day at my granddad's. And my parents were there and everything. And this Christmas Eve, again, we were dragged over to the church. And I don't say dragged, you know, because my mum's amazing. She really was. She's an amazing parent. But yeah, we were kind of coaxed to go over to the church. And, you know, if we went to the church and we were good, we were promised the world, you know. And there was a procession on through the church where all the local children and us, me and my brother, carried a statue of, I don't know, the three kings or Mary or Joseph or Jesus and shepherds and all sorts of things. And this procession was going on, and we disappeared out the back of the church, and you know, there's about 20 other kids there jostling for position. And I wanted to be a king. You know, I was desperate to be a bloody king. And my brother wanted to be a king as well. So we started, you know, pulling this king between us. You know, it's mine, get off it, it's mine, get off it. The procession started and gathered us up as well, arguing over this bloody king statue. And yeah, the whole procession, you know, through the aisle, you know, past everybody into the centre of the church, was me and my brother fighting over this bloody king, throwing punches and all sorts of stuff, trying to snatch it off each other. And again, Mum wasn't happy. God, those used to fall out a lot. We had a fight, one nativity play. We went to the same primary school. And yeah, we had a full-on fight over. It was a woolen sheep. No, yeah, a toy sheep that was a prop for the shepherds and all that business. And me and my brother were a shepherd, you know, complete with a crook, and you know, you have a stripy gown and sandals and all the other paraphernalia. And that's it. We were fighting over this bloody sheep right in the middle of the nativity. And blows were exchanged because we had a cook each. Yeah, that ended up in screaming and crying and pandemonium and everyone else joining in with the fighting. Yeah, Mum wasn't happy again. Just a catalogue of incidents like that. God, I remember it like yesterday. Yeah, I remember I wasn't hugely outgoing. I didn't really like being the centre of attention. And one year, I think they'd run out of parts, and my part was to hold a big stick with like a tin foil star on with the letters "bang" written across it. I played an explosion, and given the nod off the teacher, you put the stick out from You know, the wings to do a bang. And that was it. That was an explosion one year. I did play a leading role in something. I think it was Joseph and his technical bloody dreamcoat or something like that. Yeah, that's my greatest moment. My acting career at primary school. You know, quite pleased with this. Not bad at all. I do like that sky. Not bad at all. Yeah, I think we're nearly there. Just pausing to think and look. Had a few little details up here, I think. It's quite a nice perspective, not bad. It'll do for me. There's the ghost of a few hills in the distance, or the illusion of a few hills. Oh, excuse me while I yawn. I've been working. But I've got 3 days off now of painting, which would be nice. Yeah, do a bit of painting or two a day. A little bit of titanium white on. The sun shining off the cliffs and things. A few little details. Walls and tracks and God knows what else going on in the flat brush. Hardly using any paint whatsoever. A few more highlights on. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Yeah, just a bit of accidental green, which I think helps. I don't suppose it matters too much what colour you get in the sky. See all sorts of colours, particularly at dusk and dawn. Yeah, I'm getting that instinctive feeling that we're done. Could be anywhere in the Peak District. I haven't decided where. Yeah, it'll do me nicely. A bit more of kind of yellowy green up here, I think. Just see what happens. Yeah, I think that looks just about dandy. The job is a good one. I feel like I need like a jingle at the beginning of my films. If my one viewer has any ideas, let me know. I would like a jingle. I'll have to think of one, something funny and daft. Because a lot of YouTube videos tend to have jingles at the beginning. I don't know, I'll think about it. Might be a stupid idea. Yeah, I think we're there. I keep spotting something. I think we've finished and I spot something. Come on, John, leave it alone. Yeah, job's a good one. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.